Hi, beautiful people. Good evening. I'm Welisane Ote, and you are watching Once Upon a Time. This page or this channel is all about bedtime stories. Okay, I'm Welisane Ote, and you're watching Once Upon a Time with me. Now, if you wouldn't notice, you will know that I'm ready to go to bed already. I'm in my nightwear and I'm ready to go to bed. But before I go, I need to give you one story. I need to tell you a story that will make your night so relaxing, a story that will take you to bed. But before that, I hope you have prayed. I hope you've studied your Bible. I hope you've had a good time with the Lord, because after listening to this story, I'm sure you'll fall asleep. Okay, so you do it's not good to sleep, it's not good to go to bed without praying. So I advise you pray, you study the word before listening to my stories. Okay, now all I need from you, please, I'm begging, is just for you to subscribe, follow me, like, and share. And please, I will be needing your reactions in the comment section. I just want to know what I'm doing, if it's good for you or not, what you want me to add and what you want me to subtract from this story or from this content. So please, I need your reactions in the comment section. Okay, so let's dash into our story for tonight. So today we'll be talking about, our story for tonight is titled What's for Dinner? What's for dinner? It's a question, right? What's for dinner? It's a question. And imagine who can be asking the question. Is it a man, a woman, a child, a neighbor? Who was asking who for dinner? Okay, we'll see that in the story. Okay, please follow me and let's read the story together. Or rather, sit, relax, and listen how I go about the story. Once upon a time, Sammy, who is married to Dolly, always worried about his wife, Dolly. They were married for almost 15 years. While Dolly was a village girl, Sammy was raised in a city. Although they had a lot of cultural differences in life, Dolly managed everything to perfection. The latest worry about Dolly was that she was losing her hearing. Sammy was worried that due to aging, Dolly was gradually losing her hearing capability. It happens one day when Sonny was in the living room and asked for a cup of tea from Dolly, his wife. Dolly did not respond. He increased his voice and once again asked for some tea. Still, he heard nothing from his wife. He got up and slowly walked into the kitchen and asked Dolly for some tea. Dolly was a bit surprised and said that she would bring it in 10 minutes. A few days after that incident, Sonny had to travel. Sammy had to leave town for a week. After he returned, he decided to find out the extent of his wife's hearing loss. He discussed this matter with a doctor prior to taking Dolly, his wife, to the doctor. The doctor told him an easy way to find the extent of her hearing loss. Sammy reached home and called his wife, Dolly. As he entered, Dolly was in the kitchen preparing dinner. He heard nothing from her. Then he asked her from the entrance door, Dolly, what's for dinner? Surprised, no response. All was silence. He went to his room and asked her, I'm here. What's for dinner, Dolly? He sat on the sofa and asked again, Dolly, what's for dinner? Again, there was no response. He asked her, what's for dinner? As he washed his face. He then moved a few steps ahead towards the kitchen and asked the same question. He tried with the question, What's for dinner? Standing at different places at home to identify the extent of his wife hearing loss. He heard nothing from her. He then moved to the kitchen and asked her, Dolly, what's for dinner? Dolly became furious at him and said, I I am saying I am saying it for the eighth times. It is chicken. Can't you hear me? Sammy went speechless. Sammy realized that one should not get into conclusion or blame others without knowing the exact truth. Of course, of course, it is wrong. It is totally wrong to blame someone without knowing the exact truth. So probably it was Sammy who had a hearing problem and not Dolly. So if you follow the story very well, you will realize that it is Sammy who had a hearing problem and not Dolly, because all this while he has been asking Dolly for dinner. Dolly has been responding, and he asked it 8 times, and Dolly responded 8 times to an extent that she had to get angry and said, I have been answering this question I've been asking the question 8 times. Samuel was speechless, said, so you've been answering the question, meaning I am the one with the problem. So you see, it's not good to jump into conclusion without knowing the truth. It is never good to jump into conclusion without knowing the exact truth. So that's the moral story. That's the moral lesson behind my story. Like I told you, my stories always come with moral lessons. So that's the moral lesson behind my story. I hope you've enjoyed it, even though it's very short. It's very, very short because I know we don't need to spend all our night listening to stories, okay? We just need something to make us relax, go to bed laughing, go to bed with a happy mood, okay? I'm here to always enlighten and brighten your night. Stop just keep following me, like my page, and please, I need encouragement from you guys watching. My encouragement can only come from you. If you don't encourage me, I won't be motivated to do this. And please, 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 I would like to know what you think in the comments section. Thank you very much once more. I'm Welisane Ote, and this is Once Upon a Time. I am ready to go to bed. As you can see, baby girl is ready to go to bed. So good night. Take care of yourself. I love you. Tomorrow we're still going to read another interesting story. Bye bye. All I can say is that I love you so much. I love you guys. I love you so, so much. Take care of yourself. A blessed night is your birthright. Bye bye.